Joining me, Jack Berkman, Republican strategist and host of Behind the Curtain with Jack Berkman. Catch him every Saturday night on the Radio America Network and Sunday afternoons at 2 on WMAL in Metro D.C. Also, Mark Levine, nationally syndicated radio talk show host and the Democratic nominee for the 45th District in the Virginia House of Delegates. It's been a hard week for Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump. He's been dumped by Univision, NBC, Miss USA, Macy's, and others for his racially charged remarks about immigration.
When Mexico sends its people, they're not sending their best. They're bringing drugs, they're bringing crime, they're rapists, and some, I assume, are good people.
But instead of backing down, Trump doubled down.
No, there's no apology because what I said is right. I mean, what I said is 100% right. There is tremendous distress on the border. You know that better than anybody.
Despite all of this, Trump is polling higher than before, but many are calling it a black eye for the Republican Party. Jack, should the GOP distance itself from Trump?
Oh, there will be infighting, Morris. Trump, it's a brilliant move. He's got to move to the right. I think it's a brilliant move. Substantively, he knows it's inflammatory. There's a much better way to say that. You can say we should be doing what we did in the early 20th century where we wanted higher quality people. We should insist that these nations south of the border send persons educated and with money. You don't have to use the word rapist. On the other hand,
are Republicans embarrassed by having this guy in their party?
Well, I don't know that it's a question of embarrassment. Remember, all of these people have to move to the right. Trump has to win in South Carolina. He's got to win in New Hampshire. He's got to win with the Iowa evangelicals. And Morris, you know, the television stuff, Trump has lost nothing. NBC, he's out of television for the next year anyway. This business of NBC and Univision, it's a big joke. He can't be in TV for 12 months anyway. He's running for president. I think it's a win-win. It's politically savvy. Substantively, the language, of course, is inartful and extreme, but politically, it's a big win.
All right, so you say he moved to the right. Some think he just went off the cliff to the right, but whatever. Mark, are Democrats happy that Trump is giving Hillary a break from the spotlight?
You know, what Trump said is absolutely offensive. I always thought he was a joke, and now he's worse than a joke. He's
yeah, but now the spotlight's off Hillary. Are you happy about that?
You know, to me, the most interesting thing is that the Republicans support this, that he's second in the polls. That tells me something about the Republican Party, and in that respect, it does help the Democrats.
Well, Mark, what do you disagree with?
How could they support this absolute
All right, so use of the word,
nonsense?
I concur and stipulate, use of the word rapist is ridiculous and inflammatory.
However, and they all bring drugs. I mean, come on, the Mexican Americans are some of the hardest working people in the United States.
The basic thrust of this, and you should agree with this, if you contrast what's going on in immigration now with what went on 100 years ago, the U.S. was insistent on quality in immigration. We're not doing that now. We are taking every Tom, Dick, and Harry, and there is a